Let's take a look at problem number 2. First thing I want to look for is a greatest common factor, and this time I do have one. Checking 16, that doesn't divide into 54. Thinking of factors of 16, I have 8 and 2 or 4 and 4. 8 and 4, neither one will go into 54, but 2 will, so I'm going to pull out a 2. And then with my x values, I have an x squared. Remember, it's always the smallest exponent is going to be our greatest common factor. We have an 8x cubed plus 27 left. So we have another 2-term polynomial, a binomial. Remember that we need to be looking for perfect squares or perfect cubes in order to be able to do anything with it. Because I see an x cubed here, my thought is we need to look for perfect cubes. 8 is the perfect cube of 2. 2 times 2 times 2. 27 is the perfect cube of 3. Going to look at my flow chart. I have factored out my GCF. I have 2 terms. This time it's addition between them. And I do have 2 perfect cubes, so I'll be able to use sum of 2 cubes to factor. Let's briefly look at sum of 2 cubes, but we'll rewrite it below. A cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So notice the difference, a plus versus a minus here, and minus versus a plus here. This one's always positive. Same, opposite, always positive. Same meaning the same as the one you started with, the plus sign. Opposite being the opposite, and then that one's always positive. So let's go ahead and write our equation. The first thing that we actually did was a GCF, so I'm going to make a note that that line that we just wrote was GCF, and now the next line that I'm writing is going to be based on sum of 2 cubes. I need something in the form of a cubed plus b cubed, and I have that. I confirmed that everything was a perfect cube. And my equation is going to be a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Again, just to reiterate, same sign here. And then opposite sign and always positive. All right, so we want to identify our a value and our b value. We have an 8 and an x cubed. That's going to be a 2 when I take the cubed root of 8, and an x. The cubed root of 27, what will multiply by itself 3 times to get 27? Well, that's a 3. Now I just plug into my equation. Don't forget that you still need to take care of this monomial factor. It's kind of coming along for the ride. We can't do anything else with it, but it does need to be reported as part of our final answer. 2x squared. And then we're going to have a plus b, 2x plus 3. Next is a squared, so 2x squared. It needs to be this entire quantity, so that means that we are squaring 2 and squaring x. 2 squared is 4, and x squared is x squared. I need to subtract a times b. A is 2x and b is 3, so I need to combine 2 and 3 by multiplying. That's going to give me a 6. So minus 6 and an x. Remember that the negative comes from being in the equation. Finally, I have a negative 27. And so negative 27 was my b value of 3, remember. Finally, I have a b squared. And b was 3. I want to square that, which is 9. Just like above, I'm not going to be able to factor this no matter how much I want to try. It's not factorable. This is linear and this is a monomial. Remember, monomials are always completely factored. And so we can box this as a final answer.